Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Able to slither by.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's 2nd and 7. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Nick Scorton. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends. And
call, obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Raiders punter now.
Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Jones.
A nice return there at 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. The numbers for Mixon last week: 13 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Las Vegas first
Scrimmage.
complete to number 1. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Richardson looking to throw.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Christian Kirk. That's a gain of 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Richardson off the play fake.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give up the middle, Hubbard.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got Otton on the out route. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And the Raider first down.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. You look at this Raiders defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. easy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And quick throw here, that's complete.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
Complete to number 18. It's a gain of 9. Makes
Moore, the man in motion.
4.
Richardson working from the gun.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so. I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it second down and 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll set up a throw. And he rifles one incomplete. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Now Richardson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raiders.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Back to the air with Richardson. To the right side and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Bengals offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Coleman. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bengals.
They'll set up to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 38.
Running left is Walker.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Marcus Jones on the tackle.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 5.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Trey McBride from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A
takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll go again here with Hubbard.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
He completes this to Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A loss of 1. It's now
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Fox in punt formation.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hubbard will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. At MetLife Stadium, the Jets at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And it's C.J. Stroud. He's going to pull it down and take it into the end zone from 3 yards as they get the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you get back to what you wanted to do before.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Las Vegas.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brings up second and 9 at the 39.
Now it's Richardson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of were counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Richardson.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Nick Scorton.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's taken on the 25. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Well, they have faked the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Bengals first down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This is Coleman with the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
13 more yards. That's another Bengals
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Kenneth Walker.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Grouping for the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch.
He juked him.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Richardson back to throw it. This goes out wide from Nixon.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
They'll come out throwing here on 4th.
Stopped right at midfield.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
At the Raiders' 49-yard line.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll look to throw.
In all honesty, he avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they
has Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Here's Richardson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. From the shotgun, Richardson. There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Richardson looking to throw.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
63 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. He's got it. It's Escobar. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here.
He completes this to Walker.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Gain of 4. Brings up 4th down and
They'll run through. It's Walker.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now it's Richardson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Mixon running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It gets this complete to Shaheed. This is second and 8.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bengals first down.
Walker now on first and 10. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First and 10 at the 19-yard
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Again, it's Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that'll
that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now here come the Raiders.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mix it up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
2nd and 6.
Motion man left is Kirk. Richardson. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Now Richardson.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
2nd down in the yard.
Back to throw. Richardson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another loss.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
13 more yards. That's another Raiders 1st down.
Here's Richardson operating from the gun. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd and goal, Richardson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cade Otton from 6 yards away.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati,